Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Straight Betting live streams. A little late ads, reacting to some news, going game by game to break it down, etc. I'm joined here with my guy Bubs. Bubs, how is your Wednesday treating you?
Not too bad, man. Just got home from work. It's raining out, pretty shitty day, so I'm excited to just chill.
Chill, gamble a little bit. That always ups the vibes, right?
For sure.
Well, anyways, so Bubs and I were talking about this before the stream, guys. And before we get into anything, we're gonna have a little chat on just the state of NBA prop betting. The lines are genuinely super sharp and efficient at this point. Bubs, the way I look at it is I know last year at least, especially, you wake up, you get that first glance at the board, whether it's 8 a.m., 9 a.m., whenever it is. There's usually some stuff that's oh, I really like this. I really like this. This year, it's oh, I like this spot, but it's already accounted for. Oh, I don't like this spot. I want to take it under. Oh, well, it's already accounted for. Oh, what's your kind of thoughts on how the lines have been this year?
Yeah, like what you said, I think they're already priced in. There's just no room for bad variance. In the past, you could take a low line and a guy could shoot poorly and you could still clear it with ease pretty much if the volume was there. But now it's you need pretty good efficiency if you're targeting, points or assists. Just with how sharp the lines are. Kind of like how you said, because I get asked this question every day. It's do you have any spots you like? I was I have a ton of spots I like. I don't have any numbers I like, though. It just seems so inflated and high. Every day I go through 3 or 4 games oh, I can't wait to, take this guy. And, it opens up a point or two higher than I was hoping for.
Yep. Feels like it's every single day. And I think what that is that honestly, a lot of people, there's so many good researching tools out there that unless you're, and even maybe the openers are, I don't even really typically look at the openers, the openers,
Yeah.
But it's there is sharp bettors who, bet overnights too. Right. And, everyone betting so popular nowadays that there's a lot of people that know what they're doing out there. Everyone has props madness and stuff. Everyone knows oh, don't take a pick and roll heavy guy against the Nets. Everyone knows that at this point, So it's I think the openers too thing is just they're getting hit right away. And unless you actually see them, and they're getting hit by sharp people who know what they're doing, who have a following, etc. So yeah, I don't know, man. It's just the lines aren't popping like they used to, where you're just oh yeah, this spot's good, this number's good. And it's just it's tough to find good spots.
Yeah, I don't know if it's just because the pace is higher throughout the league for a lot of teams, more possessions. I don't know if it's more so just a copycat style of more offenses outside of a few teams. But if there's a spot that you're liking and even considering, and if there's even the slightest bit chance of someone sitting out or is questionable that could uptick their usage, you're talking about an immediate 3-4 point jump.
Yep, 100%. Except for on NFL Sundays. I realize that NFL Sundays are a good time to bet. You get a little injury news nugget, and the books are a little bit slow on Sundays. They're distracted or something. The traders are busy updating the live lines or something. But ETC Eats had a good question. He said, has that made you consider unders more than you normally would? EDC, I'll say this. I do consider unders, even though, majority of my stuff is overs. I consider unders very heavily. And I think that it's the same thing with the unders are efficient too, right? We're talking about it from an over perspective just because we naturally gravitate towards that. But I think the under spots are efficient too. It's just it's an efficient market. So yeah, you got to be selective and, maybe find a different edge rather than just matchups and things to that extent. Okay. Bubs. So this slate is whack, man. In a good way, I think. But there's so many people who are not going to play. So many people that, it's a back-to-back for a lot of teams. Draymond, Jimmy Butler sitting out against Miami in Miami. You got to be kidding me.
Yeah.
Shaden Sharp looks like he's not going to go. Drew is out already. Jovic is out. Embiid's out. I mean, there's a million guys out. So let's get into it, man. Let's see. Toronto at Philly. Do you have anything you like here? And there's one that I liked earlier. I did like Grimes, and I also like Edgecombe. But is there anything in Toronto, Philly that you're either on or that you lean heavily?
I don't have anything. I only have one play out through the whole slate. But I am heavily leaning quickly. Points. I think the matchup for pick and roll ball handlers is rated pretty well. You're going to get Drummond in a drop coverage. He's typically a guy that fires away. Pull-ups, floaters, stuff like that. I don't know what it is now. I saw 15.5 earlier, but I like his upside today for sure.
I do too. Yeah, but 15.5, I like that too. But it looks like 16.5. I think I'm chilling on that, to be honest. But I completely agree with you on the matchup. I mean, one of his better games of the year came against Philly. Got up 16 shots. That's definitely. I think that might be his second most field goal attempts he's got up in a game this year. So that's always good to see. And yeah, Drummond is going to sit in a deep drop. They're bad in transition too, so it's like the transition pick and roll handler stuff. Definitely a good matchup for him. Bubs. So Quentin Grimes moved a little bit, but I think Philly's pretty interesting. So we got no Kelly Oubre, we have no Joel Embiid, no Paul George, even no Adem Bona. Not that matters for like the wings and stuff, but you get Toronto, who's like very aggressive on handlers and very aggressive in pick and roll stuff. You know, they don't allow Jakob Poeltl's playing pretty high up at the level. Do you have any interest in like a buying low on maybe a VJ Edgecombe or a Quentin Grimes or maybe like a Trendon Watford, who I believe had like that triple double against them pretty recently?
Here's the thing. I can't nail a Sixers role player to save my life. If I pick Grimes, it's going to be Edgecombe. If I pick Edgecombe, it's going to be Grimes. If I pick both of them and Oubre was playing, it'd be Oubre. I had Grimes 2 games ago. It was Edgecombe. And then last game, I needed Grimes for 15 points. He's at 14, goes to the free throw line, misses both. He finishes on 14. Aside from that, I think Darko is definitely going to get the ball out of Maxi's hand as much as possible. I like Edgecombe's line better than Grimes, but I like the matchup a little bit better for Grimes, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I do too. So Grimes was 15.5 earlier today, and I can't believe I didn't play it, right? Like that was one of the lines that popped and I just didn't play for whatever reason. And clearly like 2 points of CLV would have been the case. So yeah. But do you have any Trendon Watford thoughts, Bubs? Because like, I mean, the more I think about it, I mean, he's definitely starting at the, actually is Barlow starting at the 4 now? Oh geez. Looks like Barlow starting at the 4. Okay. Well, that's probably why. But I mean, I think it is a good matchup for Watford because he's a guy who like will sneak underneath for some stuff. Raptors, for whatever reason, like at the rim stuff, they haven't been good against. And like, not to be a square or anything, Bubs, but this dude did have 47 PRA last time against the Raptors, right? So I think
he matches up well. You think of Toronto, you just think like down the line, aside from quickly, a lot of size and length. Barrett, Scotty, Ingram, guys coming off the bench too, Sandro. But like, do you think of guys who can kind of switch back and forth between Scotty or Ingram or any of those like versatile forwards? Watford would be the guy that you would plug in.
Yeah, it's just I think the Barlow thing kind of scares me. When did he come back? November 14th. And because Barlow, for whatever reason, they love Barlow. I feel like this dude's been passed around the league like a blunt, but like Nick Nurse got a little thing for good old dominant Barlow.
He's athletic as shit, but his shot is disgusting.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean with Barlow, obviously, I mean this one was with Paul George. He did play 19 minutes. And Kelly Oubre is like really big for minutes. That Nick Nurse was running him to the ground. So I don't know. I think Watford is a little bit intriguing. Do you have any thoughts on Maxey under at 30.5?
Yeah, I mean, if I was an unders guy, which is kind of leaning towards that with the way these freaking lines are, I definitely would. I mean, he's a gun. He's going to get him up regardless. But
Yep.
like I mentioned before with the roll guys, I think it kind of goes hand in hand that Darko is going to try and get the ball out of his hands as much as possible.
Yeah. So he did get up 10 threes against Toronto last time. But I don't hate like taking like Maxey under 3.5 threes because they've been really good against above the break stuff, and we know if you're getting blitzed, like the only way you're gonna get threes is if in transition and maybe like some like step backs in isolation or something. But
Yeah.
I don't hate like some Maxey under threes look. It's definitely not a terrible number by any means. And I don't know, like I wonder if we do like this filter with like versus dominant scoring zone and bottom 10 at limiting above the break threes, and then you do the pick and roll handler stuff too. If we go back over to points, plate, oh no, it's transition. So whereas DPT2, that's okay, pick and roll handler, I think. Okay, I mean we could just do like bottom 10 for both of these. And Maxey, I mean this is obviously like a skewed sample size, but I mean last year he never got 4 threes when playing against teams that limit above the breaks and pick and roll handler stuff. So guys, honestly, I really do kind of like this Maxey one, despite his track record being pretty good. Okay, Bubs, let's move on. Houston, Cleveland. Do you have an opinion on this one? Because I kind of do. Actually, yeah. I'll go first. So yes, Steven Adams is starting, and that's not good for Jared Allen's rebounds on a per minute basis. But I do think his minutes are going to be good because he's been kind of getting like shafted at minutes this year. If you look at Jared Allen, I think he's only averaging 25.8. I think first of all, I do think this game is a 1.5 point spread in Cleveland. I think it profiles to be super competitive. I kind of think that this is like a game where Allen plays 30 minutes.
I agree. Like even aside from Adams, Houston's like huge. Like Alpi, Adams, Smith, KD, like just like all those guys, dude, they're massive. Like even Amen is like, he's not the same size as those guys, but his athleticism makes up for it. So I feel like if there's any game that you want to plug Allen in, just for his size, you'd want to do it against Houston.
What would you have him at for minutes?
What's he been at? Because
he's maxed out at 30 this year.
Really? I'd probably have him around that range.
Yeah. So, I mean, he is, to be fair, right? I mean, not saying it's not a difficult matchup or anything, but like if you do let me quick do the math on this. 30 divided by 25.8 times 24.7. He is at 28.7 PRA per 30 minutes on the year. And I mean, if we just do like with Mobley and Mitchell, I guess, and like all time, because he's kind of the same player, I guess. What would you say like a fair mid range is like 26 to 32 if we're being conservative?
I feel like that's pretty safe.
Yeah. So I mean, not bad, man. He's averaging 26 in this sample. He's over in 71% of games. Like I said, it's 6.5 rebounds, man. Like I totally get like Steve-O is like honestly the worst rebounding matchup in the league because he's so good at boxing out and then he just crashes the offensive glass every single time. But like, man, you're telling me Jared Allen at like 30 minutes can't grab like 7 boards, dude?
It's like, what else? You don't need him really to do anything else. I don't know. Hit some floaters, some putbacks.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, Mobley's going to have his hands full already.
Yeah, I think I like this PRA number, man. Just buy low on the minutes. Like, I don't know. It feels good to me. Do you have any other opinions on this one?
I stared at Reed Shepherd probably out of my 9 hours of work, probably for 8. I think this is a really good spot for him. I was watching. Who did Cleveland just play?
They played Milwaukee.
I was watching AJ Green like just how he got his looks with and without Giannis. And there was a couple times like late in the shot clock that AJ Green had the ball and had to create his own look. And they were switching pretty heavily 1 through 5. And obviously AJ Green had like a much different role in college and has kind of a wiggle to him. But when you think of AJ Green, you think of spot up shooter. He was still getting off some pretty clean looks. And then when you think of Reed, who's kind of stepping into like a bigger role now, between like spot up looks and if he gets like a switch with one of those bigs and can get downhill, I think this is a really good spot for him and his points.
Yeah, so 11, I mean, definitely feels like a good number for sure, right? Like at least 11 and a half is a good line. I guess, Bubs, my question for you is this, because I've been like kind of contemplating this like all day. So Cleveland, yes, like they are really bad in spot up defense, and that's obviously good for Reed. I will say, do you think that like with the personnel the Cavs have and how Houston plays, right? Because they're not like a pick and roll team. They're playing through Sengun. So like there's nothing to, usually they're Allen's at the level and they're overhelping and, leaving shooters open and stuff. But do you think that they just guard Sengun one-on-one with like a Mobley and have him hold his ground and they stay home? Like, because that's kind of what I was thinking, even though the numbers, like the spot up data would be like, hell no, they aren't going to do that.
I think they probably will for the most part. And I think they'll be kind of switch heavy with the bigs with KD as well.
Yep.
But I also wasn't fond of Reed versus Orlando because, they're typically straight up switch 1 through 5 in that department. And I was watching those clips and, late in the shot clock, KD kind of like low-key trusts him to get his own shot off, which is rare, right? So if KD has that trust in him to kind of like, I want to take a possession off, they're kind of favoring Alpi a little bit, and Reed needs to go get a bucket, you're not really asking for much with an 11.5 point line.
Yeah, I agree. And no, even Ime clearly trusts him, man. Like he's playing good minutes. I think that Reed's like such a confidence-based guy too. And yeah, he's averaging 12.6 on the year on only 23 minutes. Confidence is probably at its highest. His minute floor is definitely higher than 23 at this point. It's probably like 26, 27. So yeah, no, I think that like 100% like the number. The thing, I'm like, I think I'm probably just not going to bet on this game because I'm confused on how they're going to do stuff. Except for Jared Allen, man. I know like if I bet on Jared Allen and like Steven is just like punking the hell out of him, I'm going to like just be mad as hell. But also I'm going to be mad as hell if he plays like 32 minutes and just like has like 25 PRA.
Right. Yeah, I was kind of hit or miss on scheme. I just ended up throwing him in like one of the no sweat promos that FanDuel offered with Reed and paired him with someone else. But I was very close to pulling the trigger on Reed today because it's also a game is like KD could go for 40. Like it just really depends on how Cleveland elects to guard those two, Sengun and KD.
Oh, actually, I'm a dumbass, dude. So here's the thing, Bubs. I can't believe I didn't even mention this. So when Steve-O and Sengun play together, they're pretty much in zone the entire time,
Yeah.
I mean, they might not be here, but they leak a ton of spot ups because, I mean, you can't switch, right? You can't switch with Steven Adams, and you don't want to switch with Sengun either. Right. So they're like, they absolutely funnel a ton of catch and shoot stuff when they're running double big. So to me, that kind of looks good for DeAndre Hunter. Now, he's been super low usage recently, dude. Oh my gosh, I was on him against Memphis, and I felt like I was betting on, I don't know, Josh Okogie over points, except it was at 18.5.
His problem is they normally put him on ones, like number one scoring options, and he's such a hack. Like he'll pick up a quick 2 fouls, check him out of the game, and just like he has no rhythm and he comes back in and he looks lost.
Yeah. But look, guys, honestly, DeAndre Hunter at 2.5 threes. I know he hasn't exactly been great at, hitting 3 in a game. and I would definitely wish that, we were getting the 1.5. I think that that's a decent look, man, because when Sengun and Adams play together, it's like night and day from, when they're Sengun at the 5 and they're mostly switching everything and funneling, doing single coverage stuff. But yeah, that definitely won't be the case here. So who else is going to start without Dean Wade? Is it going to be Lonzo? Because it's Loki.
Lonzo. See Craig Porter getting some minutes too.
Yeah. Hey, dude, if it's Lonzo, dude, not going to lie, 1.5 threes is way too low. Because that's all that dude does nowadays is shoot threes. Which is sad to see, but
what's he been playing?
He's not going to – I mean, his minutes are probably going to be the same regardless.
Extensive minutes. I just don't know what they've been running on recently.
23, 22, 20, 20, 22, 23, 27, 26. So, I mean, pretty consistent at least. You kind of know what you're getting into.
Yeah.
But yeah, actually, I do think it's Lonzo. I mean, yeah, 56% of his points are spot up. That's what it's going to be against zone. Against zone, you just want shooters, man. And it's good for assisting too. So that actually could be like a sneaky, like put Jared down in the middle of the zone and, picks up a couple dimes. Don't actually hate that, to be honest. Okay. Now overs. I like Lonzo overs. Just probably gonna wait for the starting lineup because the starting lineup is important for this because you need to match up with the Adams and Sengun minutes because that's when they're gonna be giving up the threes. All right, Bubs. Charlotte, Indiana. I'm on Mathurin stuff. I think 25.5 PR got some not great CLV, but yeah. What are you on?
I looked at Benny a lot today too. I was going to take his points. I was watching the Raptors game against Charlotte. Those minutes with Kalkbrenner, I think they literally have him standing below the free throw line, middle paint. And guys like Ingram were just walking into shots. Mathurin, you're going to give him kind of like a running start almost to just get downhill. I think it's a good look for him. He's just so frustrating to bet on. I think it's a great spot for you, but even last game, for example, the dude just is completely checked out in the first half and just flips the switch and goes for 25.
Dude, he's good, bro. I think Benedict Mathurin is he can scale all the way up. You know what I'm saying? You got to give it. Once he gets the roll, he's going to put up the numbers. I'm a big Mathurin fan. And look, man, this is probably the first Pacer game that's not going to be a massive loss by margin in a while at home against the Hornets. So, yeah, maybe we'll get a competitive game. I will say I really do like some Jarris Walker under. So he's obviously shooting poor, very, very poor. But the Hornets are Bubs, I don't know if you noticed this, but if you go to last 10 games, they're allowing the lowest catch and shoot frequency. So they're obviously with the drop coverage, but they're staying home on shooters, man. They're allowing a ton of stuff in the paint. They're not allowing look at the corner threes, man. The corner campers aren't getting any type of usage. So they're letting the high usage guys cook. So yeah, I think that some Jarris Walker unders could be in some good correlation with that because you could probably talk me into Nembhard, Siakam, Mathurin, obviously. And Isaiah Jackson because of how brutal the paint defense has been, but Ben Shepherd unders, which is kind of dicey at a 5.5, 6.5 line, and Jarris Walker unders, I'm actually very intrigued by.
Yeah, Charlotte has been just changing up pick and roll schemes. First they were in a deep drop, and then they were in a heavy hedge, and now they're back in a deep drop again, but it kind of goes hand in hand with if you're going to give up something, you have to take away something. And like you just mentioned, the low usage guys who basically get looks from others aren't seeing a lot. So yeah, it's one of those three.
Yep, for sure. I do like Nembhard assist guys. I think Nembhard, he's definitely going to turn into way more of a facilitator. The one thing that concerns me about Nembhard though is they're running TJ McConnell as the backup point guard, and he's good enough to get 16 to 18 minutes, and they really don't even share the floor together much, which is and when they do share the floor, dude, it's Nembhard just turns into a pure spot up guy, just McConnell dribbling the air out of the ball and chucking middies. So I will say that's one thing about Nembhard that I think it's a great matchup for him to score, and I'm a big Andrew Nembhard fan, but That shit says Naquan Tomlin is starting. What? At the 2? Mitchell, Naquan Tomlin. Hold up. Tomlin. Isn't he like a power forward or something?
He's like a tweener wing.
I swear he had some like big games. Like, yeah, end of the year, 8 for 21, 12 boards, 24 points on 47 minutes.
I mean, that's
dude. So they're all in. Wow.
Yeah, they're definitely matching size.
Yeah. Which is good, man, because that means that they know the importance of it. And I think that's good for Jared Allen. They know they got to play big, clearly by their starting lineup decision. So I think that's solid for Jared Allen's stuff or minute projection. Tom Liggett, a G League and Summer League GOAT. Hornets side of things, man, do you have any opinions? No lines really popped to me. LaMelo, his line looks slow, but he doesn't look healthy, man. Like his ankle looks kind of cooked.
He looks cooked. It's on a minutes limit. Matchup is okay, I guess. This is like what I'm talking about, dude. Like those lines all suck. Like Bridges 22.5, LaMelo 21.5, Khan 17.5, Sexton 16.5. Like I like Khan matchup wise.
I think Sexton matchup wise too, honestly, dude. Like he just like goes like the Pacers will let like slashers just get into the paint and get shots up and foul a shit ton too. And there's no Trey Mann, Bubs, so I don't know if like that is gonna sway your opinion at all. But I saw this on, let me see, Trey Mann. I wonder when he got hurt, but I think he got hurt in the first half, and then Sexton had pretty damn.
Last game.
Let's see, Trey Mann played 12. So second half, Sexton did get 14 minutes. So maybe he's gonna play like 28 here or something. I'm not exactly entirely sure, especially with LaMelo still on a minute restriction. I don't know. Do you have any Sexton opinions?
Yeah, I'm a little bit biased because I hate betting on him, but yeah, that makes sense.
I kind of like Sexton's assists because look at like the Pacers like assist chart, right? It's like if you pass to they'll allow a lot of assists inside the arc, but like if you're pass like they don't allow assists to like the 3-point line. And Sexton 63% of his assists, which if I'm not mistaken is like actually a pretty high number, yeah, especially like compared to like LaMelo.
Diabate could be a smash spot.
Yeah, Diabate, yep, for sure. Let's see, free throws, put back, cut, yeah. The backup centers, dude, like especially in like the J Huff and like Tony Brad, I guess they all suck. Like,
Jackson spawns in with 3 fouls, so like it's gonna be J Huff and Tony Bradley.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. What do you think about? Yep. Exactly. They're playing like 1-on-1. They're playing drop. It's like they're staying home on the corner, guys. So I think Jarris Walker unders make a ton of sense, man. He just like Jarris Walker stinks, bro. Like I know his shot's gonna like regress at some point, dude. But he's like literally shooting like 28% and like 25 from deep, dude. And he's got like a 13.5 line. Like, are you shitting me? Like they're actually like dude, he couldn't even hit this with like the whole team out. Like I'm like serious, dude. This dude is dog shit. I might block this in right now, bro. Not gonna lie. 13.5 is way too high. Like, bro, what was his usage last game? 11%, bro. Like, you gotta be shitting me. Like in a game that's actually competitive, you gotta have the big dogs out there. It's like
he's due for a couple stupid fouls too.
He's due to like hit like shots when I bet is under. That's what he's due for. Okay, dude, I'm actually gonna like look this shit up. Like 17 or less usage and just like all time. And what would you have his minutes for? Like
18 to 23.
Okay, I'm just gonna put it at 28 because I know he played that last game. Yeah, dude, this dude doesn't hit it for shit. Like, bro, even like put it up to here. This dude doesn't do like nothing, bro. I'm taking Jarris's under right now. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know why I'm like overthinking. It's because I have Matherin's over and like I don't want to like be on tilt when like the Hornets start like over helping on everything out of nowhere and like Jarris is wide open and whatever, dude. Screw it. Hold up, dude. Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Guess who's trying to call me?
Who?
Ozbets.
Oh.
Probably gonna try to spit some game. Okay, yeah, I'm taking this year's under, guys. Hold up, dude. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Golden State and Miami. This should be a pretty good one, honestly, dude. Like, obviously, we got a lot of cool injury news in that game. Cool, I guess. And it's a Heat game. Heat games are fun now to bet on. So
yeah. You're gonna play Russian roulette with Kerr's bench, Pods, Moody, Reichard. I think Buddy got ruled in. So there's 4 guys right there.
Yeah. Who do you think is like safe for minutes? Like Will Richards because he's young.
Yeah, I think Will is. Kerr loves him. Curry, Jimmy, Dre, they all love him. I think he's safe. You'd think Moody and Pods would be kind of safe. Buddy's really hit or miss. It's like his miss depend on if he's shooting well. So you can if you take Buddy Hield, you can kind of tell if your bet's chalked or not within like the first 2 to 3 shots he takes.
Yeah, Buddy. Yeah, Steve Kerr. So the Heat, they're getting Bam back, so that's going to help. Their defense has been dog shit without him, man. I think that definitely helps. Sorry, dude, I get so damn multitask when I try to like send a play in and I'm on stream. So yeah, guys, I did officially lock in that Jarris Walker play. But yeah, if we go to okay, I'm on it. Yeah, so Moses Moody. I guess should we go quick? Have you looked at this yet already, Bubs?
Yeah. I think Will was the top when but I think I had Buddy filtered out, but he's playing now.
Kuminga's out still, correct?
Yeah. So is Dre.
Okay, jeez, dude. Pods. Pods is averaging 30 points, guys. 30 points on a 30-minute sample. Look at his usage, though, dude. I'm not going to lie, dude. Pods is like the type of dude who thinks his game is like scalable, and it's like really not. But he will chuck. But he's also probably not safe. Bubs, the best type of people to bet on in these games are like the people, like you get a random like young guy who starts out of the blue who's like going to get garbage time too, you know?
Yeah.
If it does come to that, because it's in Miami. What's the spread here? It's like 10.5. Yeah, they have Bam back. The Heat have been playing.
Do they have Spencer props? Probably not.
Yeah, probably not. I think this is probably one that you gotta wait for.
These are the games he cooks.
Yep. So okay, Justin Edwards is starting. I don't hate Justin Edwards, dude. He's kind of like is he the only like wing that they really have? Oh, no, it's going to be Grimes who plays it. Yeah, okay, I'm tripping.
Yeah, I think Grimes will be first one off the bench.
Yeah, and Grimes ain't coming out. He's sitting the first 6 minutes, playing the entire second or half, sitting the first 6 and maybe even like first 5 and playing the entire half. Okay. Yeah, Naquan Tomlin. Is Naquan Tomlin like a two-way guy?
I think so. If you don't see someone's props up, it's like a 99% chance they're on a two-way.
Yep. Coel Ware, I know they don't really like him, but he could be interesting if he starts, I think, because Bam on a minute restriction, and if he starts, that kind of like makes his floor pretty safe for minutes. I think at least. And rebounds, oh geez, 10.5, dude. What the hell? Is he starting? Okay, I don't even know. Honestly, this Warrior shit is confusing me. So like Quinton Post, I think this is just like one wait till the starting lineups and then you can dig in. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay.
You never know with Steve Kerr, dude.
Yeah, exactly. You're just throwing darts. Like Pods is about to come off the bench here or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, Kings Thunder. Such a fun game. I'm on Dort to hit 2 threes. If you have Novig, which you should have, by the way, minus 139, I think is playable. Bubs, do you have any opinion on this game?
I got nothing, man. This just a gross game. Every time I don't take AJ Mitchell and I look at him, he pops off. But the games I do take him, he doesn't do shit. I think you froze.
Hello? Are we here?
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, jeez, dude. What the hell? What the hell, dude? Okay, let's get this back into normal. I don't know what happened. I think that was my Wi-Fi or something. Must have been. Okay, well, jeez. And this thing is like all messed up. 1, 2, 3. Quick, get this thing fixed. Okay, what were we looking at?
You were talking about Dorp, and then you asked me what I liked in that game.
Okay. Yeah, and you said you don't have any opinions?
No, I mean, I always look at AJ Mitchell. When I don't take him, he has a really good game, and when I do, he shoots 4 for $1 million. But his minutes are always safe, competitive, or really blowout too, and he's a chuck.
Yep. I mean, this game's gonna be ugly, dude. Like, honestly, off rip, like I think Isaiah Joe comes to mind too. AJ Mitchell, PA could be intriguing for sure. I actually like that he's coming off the bench too, and like kind of getting like all the usage to himself. Did have 7 potentials last game, and then 10 before. Since getting moved to the bench, and it also really helps Chet too, Bubs. I don't know if you ever dabble with first quarter stuff, and I don't know if I like 5.5, but like Chet's like playing like he's like the second option now, you know. So yeah. Instead of like sharing usage with like an Aaron Wiggins or an AJ Mitchell, just Shea and Chet, and then Hartenstein, Dort, Wallace, aka 3 like 0 usage guys, you know. So I think that those guys are interesting. I like Levine, but he shoots spot up, maybe under 2-pointers attempted. Yeah, I don't hate that. I think that you could sell me on that. But yeah, Bubs, I'm in agreement with you, man. Maybe like some Nick Clifford stuff. I see like Novik has a lineup, I guess, at 4.5. Someone's trying to offer some. I don't know, dude. Kings are ugly. Wolves at Wizards. So no Jaden McDaniels. I think that's pretty important. Looks like Mike Conley, good old Unk Mike Conley's getting the start. I kind of like Unk's like 3.5 dimes, dude. You're telling me you can't get like 4 dimes like as a starter?
This game with the 17-point spread or whatever it is the only game I actually have a play in. And it's completely chalk, but I got insane value on it, and I'm ready for a masterclass.
Okay, let's hear it.
Your boy Ant points tonight. I got it last night. I didn't even know Jaden McDaniels was questionable. I was playing it thinking he would play, and now he's out. Obviously, everyone knows about preseason. The reporter asked him how he wants to stay more locked into non-competitive teams, kind of a challenge for himself. He wants to shoot for a career high. So I took his points ladder, but then I started looking deeper. I did not realize that over his last 3 games, he's 2 of 22 from 3. So you're talking about like 0.09% for a 40% 3-point shooter. Wizards, obviously, terrible defense. And actually, the Wizards coach, I was looking at more of that stuff too, because the young guys on that team are always in foul trouble. Brian Keefe, like, encourages that stuff. So, like, if you ever take, like, a Keyshawn George or like a Sar or whatever, like they're taught to pretty much be very handsy, shoulder check, try and get away with as much as possible, and like just deal with the consequences. So that's why those guys are always in foul trouble. I think Ant's kind of a guy that will exploit that. So you think if like Duke can get double-digit free throw attempts, pretty much going to be able to do whatever he wants. regression-wise, too. I just think it's a smash spot. Just got to hope that Wizards keep it somewhat competitive. But you also would think that goes hand in hand with Ant kind of having a big game.
Yeah, I love it, bro. I got a 7.5 first quarter points line because of that blowout risk. But no, I'm in complete agreement with you, brother. In complete agreement. Like, dude, he's got to be just like, mad. He's played like dog shit like 3 games in a row, like genuinely. And he's still like, outside of this Mavs game where he was just complete like checked out and bullshitting, which I'm sure they checked him about because that's like a big thing in like the Wolves universe, right? It's about Ant not bullshitting like against the shitty teams, right? So I'm sure that he got like an earful from it last game. Yeah, he's gonna come out sparking. This Wizards team, screw all the data. This is the same team that let Cade Cunningham shoot the ball 45 times. I'm not worried about anything. They're probably the worst defense in the league. And honestly, dude, like Bagley is such a shit defender. Like at least Alex Sarr genuinely is like a pretty good player. I actually really like him, like both on offense and defense. But like, dude, like their centers, even like Rudy Gobert, bro, is he at 11.5? Like, dude, Rudy Gobert, if he doesn't get a double this game, like that's like sad as hell, bro. No, like I'm like actually dead ass, dude. If he doesn't get a damn double, this is like plus money, dude. I might actually have to add this in. Not gonna lie. Like, what's his PR at?
Ant's cooked it's not hard. Most people have, but Ant's cooked the Wizards like I think it's the last 2 seasons. If you click all and then go head to head, bro.
Yeah, looks like he doesn't take the Wizards lightly. Yeah, no, dude. Wait, what'd you ladder it up to? Did you get ladder up to 40?
Yeah. I don't even know what it's sitting at now. I went 35-40 for half quarter, and then I even sprinkled 0.10 on 45. It might sound insane, but I got plus 343, plus 900, plus 2,700. He's sitting at currently plus 103 or plus 212, plus 457, and plus 1,100.
Jeez, dude, it took the 45 bomb. I don't hate it, dude. I could actually like envision like this is the night where Ant like gets a career high. Like I mean, that's in the range of outcomes. And guys, not gonna lie,
0.10 on it for plus 2,700. Is it a huge deal if it misses? No, but if he goes off, would an extra 2.7 units in my pocket be worth it? Absolutely.
Hell yeah. Dude, even like his threes, dude, like you're getting plus money for Ant to hit 4 threes at the end of the day. Like, yeah, he shot like shit. He was hitting like 4 threes like every damn game last year. I don't know, man. The plus 120 is kind of crazy against a team that like I can guarantee you they're terrible at third most above the break threes. I don't hate that, bro. Yeah, over everything, dude. This is just like a game that like props should hit in like the third quarter, no matter what. Rob Dillingham, hey, you got any Dillingham thoughts?
Dude, I love Rob. I took him so many times last year, and I don't think Finch ever came through for me. I only had luck with Terrence Shannon.
Oh, let's go, Bubs. Look who's benched. Look whose name is not here, and I don't think you can even see it.
Walker?
No Jarris Walker. Let's go, dude. Hell yeah. Okay, but Bubs, let's quick circle back real quick though, man. Because there is some games about to start. I mean, honestly, dude, anything here that you think you're gonna add with like lineup news, that any matchups that pop or anything?
No, I saw Cooper Flags out.
Bro can't score 5 points, Bubs.
Bro, what?
Jared McCain.
What's his line's 4.5? Has he scored at all yet?
He has not gotten a bucket this year.
Bro,
dude, what the hell happened to him, bro?
I was laddering him to 30 last year. Now, bro, can't score a bucket?
Is he like literally only Maxi's backup now? Like that's like the only time they play him? Because that's like an 8-minute a game rule.
Being super cautious with his knee?
I guess. Yeah, if there's any like last second line movement, I saw some people saying they like Ingram. I actually agree. I actually really like Ingram too. But Bubs, dude, I don't know if I can play Jared Allen or it's so weird that they're starting. So Tomlin's not even like on an NBA contract because no one's listing his stuff. But Any last second Cavs Rockets thoughts, or are you just gonna sit this one out?
No. I just hope my boy Reed goes nuts.
Yeah. I'm trying to think, man, dude. Do I want to play Jared Allen? Like, what's his 14.5 points and assists? Dude, Steven Adams isn't a good defender. But they're gonna play zone, which is just okay. I might just say screw it and play this Jared Allen over, dude. Not gonna lie. Dude, we're talking about 6.5 rebounds. I don't know. Found Ingram. Yep, I like that, dude. Ingram field goal attempts. Okay, honestly, so 7 o'clock. Okay, but I'm probably just gonna sit it out. I guess Bubs. Let's see. We've been live for 45 minutes. Okay, do you want to go over one more game?
Denver, New Orleans, Snooze Fest, New York, Dallas, Chicago, Portland.
Yeah,
is
Bulls fan.
Yeah, kind of being a homer here. It sucks because I really wanted to take Denny today, and I waited too long, and everyone got ruled out, and his line is damn near 30 now.
Yeah. Oh, actually, Mobley assists, dude. I do like that, bro. I'm not gonna lie, because he's the skilled player who would go in the middle of his zone. What is it at 2.5, or is that 3.5? Let's see, without Garland. Damn, bro. It's pretty juice, but I do like it. A15A. Okay, Bubs, let's go back. Let's see. You said you like any Bull stuff?
After watching the Blazers last night, I think this is another great game spot for Giddey. Kobe is back, but he was supposed to be under a 24, 25-minute restriction his first game back, and then that game ended up going to OT, and Billy said, fuck it. So you'd think 28 to 30 would be good for Kobe. I like either Josh or Kobe. Klingon sits in that drop and just backpedals, and Kobe, obviously, he'll pull up, and Giddey's more just those little touch shot floaters. One of those two, for sure, I think will go crazy. I'm just not a fan of Kobe's line on a minute restriction.
Dude, Kobe's line is way too high. Are you kidding me? Dude, yeah, it's so I listened to Billy Donovan's, I heard some quotes from him. He said, it's a 24-minute limit, but we're more so concerned about the stints, the length of the stints. So it's he's going to play, I think he might play 24 minutes again, unless he gets
he's been platooning too, Billy.
Yeah, is he just on tilt and needing some wins?
Yeah, because he kind of was leaning towards that in that Utah game that we fucking blew in overtime or double overtime, whatever it was. Josh was on pace for 27 minutes that game, and I think he played literally I don't know, out of 24 minutes in the second half, he probably played damn near 2021. But
really?
he keeps rotating Josh, Io, and now Kobe in the mix too. And then he just basically takes one of those three and puts all the wings with him with either Vooch or Jalen Smith.
Okay. Do you think Vooch's threes are a decent look against Klingon?
Yeah. He'll shoot them. I'm not going to promise you that he makes them, but he will shoot them.
Dude, every time Vooch kind of loads it up, I'm damn, that shit's cush. Okay, Bubs. I'm not gonna lie, dude. What do you think about Mobley to hit 2 threes? Either in zone, which maybe he's in the middle for the zone, but also maybe he's in the corner, and then getting guarded by Alperen Şengün if they're not in the zone.
What's he been attempting? I don't.
He's at 4.7 attempts for the season per game, and you're getting some plus money at 1.5.
Plus money, I like it for sure.
Yeah.
I think because he's a guy too who's if he might miss his first couple threes, he won't shoot them anymore. But if he hits 1 or 2, he'll keep firing them.
So it could be a ladder, you think, rather than just
I think you could, if you really wanted to, you could limit the risk and just play the upside and just live with the results.
Yeah.
And then you could tell 2,000 people volume was there like I do. But yeah, that's probably how I would play it.
Right read, wrong result, hook emoji.
Fucking put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, but no, I do think Mobley's assist makes sense too, man. I mean, it just like let's see, without Garland, let's see. I mean, what's his potentials at 10? Dude. All right, I'm playing it. Let's see. I'm playing Mobley's assist. It's a good bet, man. You're getting guarded by a big. You can, go into some handoff stuff. It's if they're playing zone. I think Evan makes the most sense to put in the middle of a zone, right? He just he has a little bit of touch around the rim. He pretty high IQ passer. Yeah.
Ideally, you want to put a big in the middle that is respectable in the mid-range area. So obviously, if they do sag off and they hit the middle of that zone, you want Mobley shooting it and not Allen.
Yep, agreed completely. You're good. Shout out A15A. I think that's a really good read to put it. So that'll be my final play. Okay, guys. Sengun assist 2, same logic. See, I don't know if I agree with Sengun assist though. I think there's a decent chance he gets guarded straight up. I mean, Mobley's depoy, right? Okay. Yep, I'm playing that Mobley line. Okay, cool, Bubs. Well, hey, I appreciate you coming on. I think we're about to wrap it up. Is there anything you got for us before we head out?
No, man. Ant-Man Masterclass tonight, hopefully. I'll probably be more of a Wizards fan just so they could keep the game close and my boy can run it up. But, yeah, Ant points. Threw a couple leans in there. I like Reed Shepherd a lot. One of the Bulls guards for sure. If Denny wasn't inflated, I'd probably go with his points. But, yeah, Ant was like the main guy I had circled today for sure.
Yeah. Yep, I'm with you, man. Hopefully he gets off to a hot start. Hopefully he just has like 30 in the first quarter, and we'd be feeling good, huh?
I took him against the Jazz in that first Cup game when he had 29, and he didn't play the fourth quarter and finished with 37, so that kind of sucked.
Okay. Cool. Well, Bubs, once again, thank you for tuning in. Guys, make sure to follow Bubs on X. I do have his Twitter link down below in the description. And, yeah, once again, thank you guys for tuning in, and we'll catch you guys next time.